All right. I'm hoping that you can hear me. Hope all is well. Had a client today, and the client and I had a consultation about some love work. The client wanted to work with Dandelion to bring back an ex that they proclaim Dandelion says is okay to bring back. Now, when I felt into the situation, I got a completely different vibe. And let's just say that I did not do the work, but I let them have whatever advice they want. And I'm going to share that advice with you. One thing that I can be clear of is that when you're working with demonic forces, and I mean like goetic demonic forces, their goal is not to destroy your life. I don't care what the public biblical perspective is. That's one perspective, and that's not to be touched right now in depth, but I don't care about that perspective because I've seen a different outcome in my life and in the lives of others. So demons are not here to destroy your life. And a lot of times they're not going to stand by and help you be delusional. And here's what I mean by being delusional. Because respectfully, I had to turn the client down for being delusional. And there's nothing wrong with delusional, magical thinking if there's a strategy behind it. But there's a time in life when you have to read the room and accept things for what they are before you can make changes. If your ex has blocked you, if your ex has cut off contact, if your ex will not communicate with you, and you are throwing magical spells at them, it is not going to change the situation. Because there's a reason why you and your ex are not dealing with each other. There's a reason why you are blocked. There's a reason why they don't want to communicate and speak with you. There are reasons that go well beyond magic. And if you do not address the reasons that this person is not messing with you, and I mean like seriously taking a look at your character, taking a look at your attitude, your actions, your behavior, your mindsets, your dress, your appearance, everything physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, financial, sexual, any intricacy, you have to look at it all. You have to look at all the intricacies. If you are just blindly doing a spell to bring back somebody, and that person goes even further to block you or remove you from contact, even if a spirit tells you, oh no, that has nothing to do with anything, you need to be mindful of wishful thinking. And you need to be mindful of wishful magical thinking that leads you into Delulu land and waste your time, your money, your energy, your candles, your capital, your thoughts, your energy, and your mind. Because the thing is magic can only work as strong as the receptors provided. And if your ex is not receptive to you, then instead of attracting them, you're going to repel them. And if you repel them, they're going to go, I don't know why, I still feel this person's energy and I need it out of my system. I need to figure out what needs to go next. So they're going to go on Twitch. They're going to unfriend you and block you. They're going to go on Discord. They're going to unfriend you or block you or leave the server. They're going to go on social media accounts they haven't logged into in years, and they're going to remove you and block you. They're going to go through their clothes. They're going to go through their items. They're going to go through their phone, their text messages. They're going to keep removing traces of you because they do not want your energetic interference. So magic can only trigger some people sometimes to cut you off even more because they do not sense that you are aligned with them. They sense that you're just in their presence or trying to invade their presence. And instead of feeling that longing, they're getting annoyed. They're getting irritated. They're getting anxious. They're unclear about how to feel about this because they're trying to move on. Now, I don't mean to be an asshole, but I'm just going to tell the truth because at the end of the day, It is exhausting to see the number of people who get on Reddit, who get on YouTube, who get on social media, and who, you know, go from friend to friend or reader to reader or worker to worker because they just have to have this person back in their life without having done the work. The work could involve therapy. The work could involve journaling. The work could involve making atonements for the things that you have done when you were with that person or when you were out of that person's sight behind their back. If you've betrayed that person, there's work to be done. If you lied to, about, or on that person, there is work to be done. If you were not being authentically real with yourself, there is work to be done. If you were putting this person's needs before yours and now you must get them back so you can get your return on investment, there is work to be done. But at the end of the day, when you are focusing on manifesting somebody who truly does not want to be back in your life, please understand that while Dandelion or anybody can tell you this has nothing to do with the work or it's fine or it's okay, the truth is that there is still a gap that needs to be taken care of, or a bridge that needs to be built to be connected between where you currently are and your current desires are with the reality where those to the reality where those desires that you want to realize truly exist and come together. That person is not the missing link. That person is exactly where they want to be, and that's clearly the hell away from you. That person is all the fuck away from you because they do not want to deal with you and whatever it is that you've got going on, no matter how many energy bubbles and spells you put on it. You cannot dominate the mind of somebody whose mind is made up and they're tired of you. You cannot dominate the mind of somebody whose mind is made up and they cannot deal with the stuff you bring. You cannot dominate the mind of somebody who has decided that for whatever reason, the relationship that you two have is not working for them and they have to move on. You have to trust that person's desires for themselves. You have to respect that person's desires for themselves. You have to respect that person's no. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a love spell? I have. You want to know what a love spell feels like when you do not like the person? It feels disgusting. It feels creepy. You get thoughts of them. You can't stop thinking of them. And after a while, you don't go, oh my God, maybe I'm in love. You go, how the hell do I get rid of this person? This is creepy. How do I get rid of their energy? I feel like they're haunting me. You want to know what helps heal? If you want to do the love spell, do the love spell, but leave it alone and give it time. Stop being obsessive over what you see in 3D, aka the real world. Stop obsessing over when this person's coming back. Find something else to do. Find somebody else to deal with. Find another hobby, project, or person to occupy your time, occupy your thoughts, your desires, and your outcomes. Work on yourself. Invest in yourself. Give yourself everything that you have to offer. If you want this person to take you out on a date, get yourself that money and take yourself out on a date. If you want this person to make love to you, buy yourself something that'll help you make love to yourself, or just make love to yourself. But for real, please do not beat a demon or a spirit or a spiritual worker into a corner trying to force them to make a reality happen that's not meant to happen at the moment. If this message is for you, you're going to know it because you're not going to feel any kind of way about it. You're going to nod your head and understand it. If you're sensitive about this message, it is what it is, and I have to move on. Goodbye.